Bob here at Brassfield, and Bob is the tasting room manager, and he's going to give us a little lowdown on the Pinot Grigio grapes and this particular valley floor.
First of all, this is a transverse valley. We are in Appalachian here in the High Valley. Part of it is because we are transverse, which is just a fancy way of saying we run east and west. The importance of that is, and we're at about 1,800 feet elevation here, but you see the ridges around us, they go up to about 2,800 or 3,000 feet. And the lake, the Clearlake itself, wraps around us to the south, and to the west it's about 7 miles wide. And as you probably know, the Pacific Ocean is only 37 miles due west of us. Every afternoon we get that big wind, sweeps across the lake, comes up over the hills with that cooling, moist air.
Cools the grapes down.
Exactly. We cool down 40 or 50 degrees here on the valley floor, which is perfect for the white balance, grapes, the acid balance, and that's one reason why we planted most of the whites in the valley floor.
So I'm very impressed with the fact that Brassfield is taking such great measures to make sure that they are protecting the earth, animals, and of course these stunning old world oaks that we have in Lake County. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure, Shelly. Well, we have 2,500 acres on our estate, and we have about 270 acres of vines scattered around in different microclimates.
Okay.
So we have plenty of space, so no reason to sandwich and take up all that space. So you can see the wide wildlife corridors and also the preservation. So we built our vineyards around the oak trees. So we wanted to keep the oaks. That was very important to the Brassfield family. And likewise, we don't allow any hunting here at Brassfield since Mr. Brassfield bought the property in 1970.
So he's a true nature lover.
He is a nature lover.
Very impressive. As you can see, we're currently at a higher elevation in the vineyard, and you're going to tell us a little bit about where we are.
Right, Shelly. So we're about 400 feet off the valley floor, about 2,200 feet. The red wines do better. They like it a little warmer. If we planted a red varietal, a big red like Cabernet Sauvignon like we have here. Oh, thanks. Yeah, if we had planted those down the valley floor, the grapes, the vines would have done great, but the fruit would never quite ripen the way the winemaker likes.
They taste amazing.
That'd be nice, yeah. Probably about another month, and we'll be harvesting these babies.
Beautiful. So we've came to the very exciting part of the tour. We're about to enter over 60,000 square feet.
Right, 60,000 square feet. It's a big honeycomb of tunnels going back into the hillside here.
So I am super excited to check this out. I'm sure you are, so let's go.
All right. 6 degrees, and that's why you dig a cave. Perfect for aging wine.
Beautiful. About 60,000 square feet.
Right, Shelly. We've dug over 60,000 square feet. It's a maze of tunnels. Currently, 18,000 square feet are completed. We keep about 2,000 wine barrels in that section. We will be building out another section here this next year because we need a little more capacity. It's always 56 degrees in here, which is perfect temperature for aging wines.
And what kind of wines do you guys currently store in the caves?
Well, mostly it's reds, but we do keep some of our whites over here as well. But since red wines require more time and they're predominantly in oak barrels, and you have a evaporative problem with oak barrels, and that's why you would like it to be 56 degrees and have the perfect humidity of a cave. So we don't lose so much of that precious red juice to evaporation. We call that the angel share, but we're greedy. We want to keep as much of it as we can.
Well, the temperature in here is stunning, especially from coming outside where it's been so
Nice.
warm. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the caves.
All right, let's go.
So Bob, here tonight, what's your favorite part of any wine tour, and that is the wine tasting. So I'm so excited to try some Brassfield wines.
All right, Shelly. Well, you said you prefer red, so we'll start with our Grenache. We are an estate winery here at Brassfield. That just means everything we make, we grow. So we grow the fruit, we process it, ferment it, bottle it, all happens here.
I'm excited to taste it.
All right, enjoy.